Warning, the DC area is full of monuments, and some of them hide in plain sight. This week's target's a little-known Alexandria marker with rumored connections to the Freemasons.
We are in front of the Alexandria War Memorial, dedicated in 1940 to those who served our country in World War I.
Back for another episode, Alexandria's historian Dan tells me this Veterans of Foreign Wars memorial on King Street is now dedicated to all Alexandrians who lost their lives fighting for America across all conflicts. Dan says this marker is one you may never notice driving by, as it sits partially concealed in the shadow of Alexandria's Union Station, a lesser-known Amtrak stop before DC's Union Station. But now for the twist.
So this marble was supposedly from the construction of the George Washington Masonic Memorial, which is just up the hill.
That's right, the Masonic Temple, the Washington Monument of ALX, home to all kinds of rumors and speculation over the years because of the mysterious Freemasons. This myth is no different.
It's definitely the highest point in Alexandria. It's definitely one of the more recognizable features of Alexandria's landscape.
Dan says the central pillar of the Alexandria War Memorial was allegedly first constructed as a column for the interior hall of the Masonic Temple, which was dedicated in the 1930s but didn't finish construction until the 70s. This pillar was also damaged during the process.
But instead of throwing it away, they repurposed it right here.
Though there isn't much documented evidence that a Masonic pillar became the city's war memorial, Dan says it's a tale that's survived nearly a century now, and it's entirely plausible. At one point just before the Great Depression, nearly 40% of all men in the U.S. were said to belong to secret societies during what was called the Golden Age of Fraternalism. Incredibly, 12 of that 40% were said to belong to the Order of the Freemasons, including David E. Bayless Jr., the designer of the War Memorial, who also happened to serve as the worshipful master of that same lodge on the hill in 1940. That's the same year the War Memorial was finalized.
This used to be a major part of life of everyday Alexandrians.
Here at the Alexandria War Memorial with historian Dan, once again, I'm Matt Kaufax. Dan, learn something new every day, right?
Even when it's over 100 degrees.
WTOP News.
For more stories like this, download and listen to WTOP Radio on our app or tune in to 103.5 FM.